dropped all of my shit. I'm doing good. Hello my beautiful pebbles, it's Riv. Welcome back to my channel. So, today's video is stepping out of my comfort zone a lot. I kind of realized recently that I don't share some of the things I do in my day-to-day life as much as I used to. And so for the influx of people that have started following me now, I kind of wanted to bring something back that, you know, I've been trying to keep up with. It's very difficult with mental health problems and the fact that we're all stuck inside. So this is a plan with me for the month of July, as you can probably tell by the title, but there is a cool extra thing coming later. This is going to be a traditional plan with me where I tell you what I'm using, what I'm making, and then I've also decided to do a real-time video, which is taking the exact same footage and just showing it to you, not sped up. And at that point, I'm going to be answering some of your questions that I asked for on TikTok, Instagram, and here on YouTube. Also, thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. You don't even know, like, how insane that is to me. I am so very blessed and humbled by every single one of you here that support me and watch my videos and deal with my bullshit at any given moment. So I want to put it out there that I now have the option of doing YouTube memberships, as well as my Patreon and my Ko-Fi if you ever want to support me financially for things like cosplay and materials for filming and whatnot. Those are always linked down below, but I wanted to get your feedback on the whole membership thing. I don't think I have a big enough following for it, but I am still open to it, so let me know what you think. With that being said, let's get into this plan with me, because, you know, I'm feeling good. Without further ado, I'm gonna hand it off to VoiceOver Riv, and yeah. Thank you so much, On-Screen Riv. So, July just so happens to be my birthday month. How cool is that? It's not. But I decided I wanted this theme to be something that's very important and special to me, so I went with butterflies. Purple to be precise. If you haven't heard of the Butterfly Project, it was something on Tumblr like forever ago that was an initiative to help people overcome their self-harm. And so I very much fell in love with this system. Basically, you draw a butterfly wherever you self-harm, and you cannot do it again until that butterfly has faded. And so I had decided at some point that when I turned 18, I wanted to get these butterflies permanently tattooed on my wrist. So I did. I also have tattooed currently on my body a butterfly and signature from Thomas Sanders from when I met him in 2017 at VidCon. Today is the 25th of June, and 2 days ago was our 3-year anniversary of meeting, and that kind of blows my mind. I have somehow become one of his strange internet friends that he knows and talks to, and it's very, very, very weird. But it is something very beautiful and precious to me, so I am not going to argue. I also have on paper butterflies and signatures from Dan and Phil from when I met them in 2018 in Vancouver when they did their Interactive Introverts tour. I have not tattooed those on my body yet. I was planning for it this year sometime, and then Corona happened. COVID-19 kind of just took over everything. I kind of plan to fill my entire left arm with almost like a sleeve of butterflies. They are my symbol of strength and of hope, and it means like more than anything that I have a permanent reminder that people care about me, even if it's just like a meet you for less than a minute and you're on your way. So the black outline and fill is done by my Sakura Micron pen in 03. Then I'm taking this Crayola Super Tip and filling in the body. It's just a lilac lavender color. I don't think they have names, but I could be wrong. Then for the top wings, I'm taking this Tombow dual brush pen in the color 620. It's this really pretty lilac color that's different than the Super Tip, and I'm just filling in the top wings. Then for the bottom wings, I'm using this Tombow Dill Brush pen in 553, which is kind of like a bluey toned purple. That's the best way I know how to describe it, and I'm just filling in the wings on the bottom. I have left it blank because throughout the month I'm going to be putting positive affirmations in there for me to remember, so that I know that, you know, times can get tough, but you're still kicking. You made it to 23. And then the antennae were done with the Muji gel pen in black, the .38 size. Now I'm taking my Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush and outlining July, and also writing 2020 with the same Muji gel pen that I used before. On the right hand side of this spread, I'm going to be doing a quote page. Because this month is dedicated to me and loving myself, which I'm very bad at doing, I decided to go with a quote from Ultimate Storytime, that is Thomas Sanders' musical, in the song Anything, where it says, "Be true to yourself and set yourself free." I found that very fitting with like the whole butterfly theme, and also it's gotten me through some very, very rough times. As for materials, I'm using the exact same pens from the other side. However, I am adding in a zebra mild liner from the Cool pack, which is this really pretty lilac lavender thing. And I am really proud of how this turned out. It wasn't exactly how I planned it, but you know, almost nothing is when you bullet journal. You kind of just wing it, even if you do trace things out like I do, because I have no hope in hell of freestyle drawing. I also just want to say I'm still getting used to overhead shots and filming plan with me, so I apologize if there are things that are out of frame that you can't see. I do try and check it every once in a while, but you'll see like the shadow of my head or my elbow or something. I often do take pauses in between things because my joints are horrid. So after a while, doing this nonstop will start to hurt. So I have to like take a break, make them crack, because otherwise they're not going to feel better. It hurts if I crack, it hurts if I don't, but you know, it goes away after a while. So, yeah. Because this butterfly is a lot smaller, I'm taking a micron in the size 01, and I am just going to use that to outline the butterfly. As any bullet journaler knows, sometimes our ideas don't really come out the way we want them to, and that's really demonstrated in the attempted drop shadow I'm doing on the word free. But I also am trying to remind myself that that is okay. It is okay to mess up. You do not have to be perfect in your bullet journal. It is yours and yours alone. Now we get to move on to the month at a glance, or the monthly calendar, depending on how you use yours. So for this, I have already traced out all of the boxes because, again, I cannot freehand to save my life. And I'm taking that same Crayola Super Tip and I'm outlining all of the boxes. My bullet journal has very strange sizes, so they are 5 spaces wide by 6 spaces long. It's a little odd, but it fits. And we love when our battery just decides to die, so you have to skip a few boxes and it's done already. Next, I'm taking that Micron in 01 again, and I'm making these little boxes in the corner and giving all of the days a number in the opposite corner. These boxes are actually for my mood tracker. I find it a lot easier to kind of figure out what my mood looks like when I'm doing something like this, rather than trying to be super creative and make individual drawings for each day and mood. Next, I believe this is the Micron in size 05. I'm writing out goals, which I will list some of my goals for the month, and then my mood, making 3 boxes to show what color means what. And I will be filling these in shortly. At the bottom is a video plan. I like to add a video plan into my monthly calendar so I can kind of look at when I need to film things and when I need to edit things, to give myself a realistic view of what I need to do. Alright, now I'm writing July in all caps in the size 03 along with 2020. And then I'm taking that lilac mild liner and writing July in cursive over top, which is really cute, honestly. So now for my birthday, which is on the 20th of July, I'm taking this Pentel sign in metallic gold and I'm just writing birthday on it because I deserve it. So next I'm filling out these boxes for the colors for my mood. The top one, which is the brush pen in 620, is neutral, the mild liner is happy, and the 553 is sad. And the last thing I'm doing on this spread is taking the brush pen in 620, and I am doing the exact same thing I did with the word July. So next are 2 pages I have done in the past, but they've been a lot more complicated, so I decided to go with something simple. On the left side of the spread, I am doing a sleep log. I have a Fitbit watch, and I use it to track mostly my heart rate and my steps because I am trying to get back into my physical activity, but also I am using it to see how well I sleep at night. So I'm taking my zebra mild liner and I am making the small grid that will represent the hours of sleep I have and the days of the month. I'm then also outlining just the inner part with the Micron pen in 05. Next, I'm taking the Muji gel pen and I am writing all of the days of the month from 1 to 31, and at the top I'll be doing the hours in the day. I'm using the 12-hour clock, but I have recorded all 24 because with my migraines and my health, I'm sleeping a lot during the day lately, so I want to see if there's a trend or a pattern there. I'm also looking for spreads for tracking blood sugar because I'm a type 1 diabetic, and that is something I need to worry about constantly. And because of my health being a mess, I think it is more important now than ever to be looking for patterns. And the last thing I'm doing on this spread is doodling this little butterfly with the Muji gel pen. On the right side of the spread, I am doing something a little bit different. My habit trackers are usually massive and I have a bajillion of them. because I have so many things that I really should be tracking that I just am not. But I always find them far too intimidating to actually fill out. So I chose 6 habits for this month that I really want to work on and see if I can make. I know that I am capable of change, and so it's a matter of working with my brain that gets scared of anything when it sees something difficult or big in numbers. Next, I'm taking the Crayola Super Tip and I'm trying to letter out habits. I did not like how it ended up, so I took my Micron in 03 and just wrote on top of it to make it look a little better. And the habits I'm doing this month are meditate, walk onyx because I'm really bad at that one, journal, phone down, and that means phone down by about 11 o'clock at night so I can sleep, reading, which is something I haven't done in a while and I want to, and then magic because I am a baby witch and I am learning my practice. This spread and a bit is journal prompts. I am really bad at journaling typically, so I wanted to give myself a challenge and look at how I can make a difference in my brain. So every 3 spaces I'm putting a line with my zebra mild liner, and on each of those I will be writing out a question or a prompt, and underneath I get to answer it. I will put a picture and a link to the pin that inspired me. I did change a couple of the questions because I wanted to fit in something specifically on my birthday, and some of them just didn't make sense because we are in the middle of a pandemic and I can't really go anywhere. So I'm just gonna read out the ones that I have written because, you know, maybe they can be helpful for someone else. So, who inspires you? What is your greatest accomplishment? When do you feel most confident? What is your favorite personality trait? What makes you truly happy? Give yourself a genuine compliment. What does your dream life look like? Set 3 short-term and 3 long-term goals for yourself. What is something you need to forgive yourself for? What's one of your most precious memories? What makes you a good friend? What's a funny story you never fail to laugh at? Brag about something awesome you did recently. What's your favorite meal? What are you proud of yourself for today? What are your top 5 ways to relax? What qualities do you think others admire you for? What's your proudest moment? What do you need to make more time for? On my birthday, I put, you made it to 23. Who and what helped you get here? What's the best dream you've ever had? What's your ideal self-care routine? What do you need to start saying yes to? What's your favorite physical feature? Just want to say, if you say it's your eyes, you've definitely been hurt in your life. Anyways, what do you hope to create someday? Who is your idol and how can you be more like them? What is your ultimate goal in life? How much do you truly love yourself? How can you show yourself more love? What can you do to keep loving yourself? And then, what have you learned this month as an overall review of what this journaling experience gave me? Then at the bottom of the page, I am putting a little quote separating it with the same wing pattern from the title page, colored in black. But this time I was smart and I decided to use the Fudenosuke brush pen instead of a Micron. The quote I chose is, "We age not by years but by stories," because I am someone that freaks out because I feel like I don't have enough time to do everything I want to do in my life, which is not true. And then I'm finally starting my weekly, which is really, really simple, just writing out the day in cursive, putting the actual date underneath in pen. So here is the flip through. It looks so good. I'm actually so freaking happy with how it turned out. I'm excited to use these spreads. I'm excited to see what I learn about myself, about other people. And I'm looking forward to my birthday for once. It's a new feeling to not be afraid of aging and feeling like I have more responsibilities and more weight on my shoulders. So now it is time to pass you back to on-screen Riv. But I did have a question. Would you guys want to see perhaps live streams on Instagram or TikTok of me filling in these spreads? Let me know in the comments. And until then, Darcy and I will see you next time. And that is it for the Plan With Me video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Again, it was stepping out of my comfort zone, but I'm really glad I did it. It actually gave me a really intense feeling of serenity and grounding, and so I really appreciated that, and I think I will be doing this kind of thing in the future. If you want to see that though, give this video a like. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Riv and I am a storyteller, and I tell stories through so many different mediums and methods, and this channel is a place for me to explore all of it. Let's go and try that again. If you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Riv and I am a storyteller. This channel is a place for me to explore different methods and means of storytelling, be it mine, fictional, or someone else's. And so, if you would like to join me on this adventure, this endless fairy tale, go ahead and subscribe. Click that bell button if you want to be notified when I upload, because we know that YouTube's algorithm is not the best for smaller creators. If you have any other suggestions, please leave a comment down below. And it's smile moment time! So, if you're new, this is something I do at the end of every video. Our lives right now are very chaotic, very confusing and stressful, and so I find it really important to highlight the good things that happen, even if it's something like the tiniest little thing. So I ask for a smile moment, which is one thing that made you smile during the day. My smile moment was at the off-leash dog park. I took Onyx and we were throwing the ball, and he's gotten so much better at recall, at like listening when he's supposed to listen, and it just made me very, very proud that he's come so far. I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day or night, but remember that if it's not, that's okay. Know that you are loved, you are worthy of that love, and I am so proud of you for being here today. Riv out.